Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade, where last time we were trying to, well, we went to the Riven Flats and we got to this dungeon. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, because it's been like over a month since we played this, but this is where we are supposed to be. Let's check our quest log really quick. So we must make haste to the Riven Flats of the Badlands and locate the Temple of Dreams, which is just like the Shrine of Dreams from Legend of Zelda DX, but not nearly as simple. The Shrine of Dreams in, or whatever the place it is in Zelda, is like a 2-room dungeon. This is a little bit more substantial, and there's a little bit more in it besides a couple of, you know, little cartoony ghost-looking people. We got dudes with giant shields and swords that look mysteriously like ones that we've carried at one point. But we are going to dispatch them very easily, and then we can move on with our lives. Oh, this guy's a magic. He's a magic man. He lives in that magic moment. Okay, so let's move on. There's going to be a lot of rooms like this, where there's just a bunch of steps to nothing. Like, I don't really know what was going on up here. Like, it would almost make you think like this was some sort of like stage where they were doing like Mortal Kombat-esque duel fights or something. It's time to duel, but with our fists and not with playing cards. Okay, yeah. Again, this is another prime example of my one qualm with this game. Of the dungeons, when they're really large, they're like, they put enemies they're so scarce in here, you know. Especially if they're gonna be you know, housing like some type of secret weapon or item or whatever, then why wouldn't you have just like an army of people, like an actual army of people, not like the discount. I purchased my army at Value Village for about 35 bucks. Like, yeah, we'll give you like 12 people to, you know, to guard this vast expanse. It's ridiculous. Like, if they put a whole bunch of people in here like they would for, you know, like a Gauntlet game where they had like generators of people just being, you know, shuffled out in mass, that would make this a lot more challenging. But it would also, you know, and then like decrease the amount of experience that you get from killing them so that you don't level up like 5 times in here. I think that'd be pretty legit. But hey, you know, I'm not a game designer. It's not my job to figure that stuff out. Totally their burden. Still totally adore that sound effect. By the way, I have an awesome story for it. Well, it's not really super awesome, but I thought it was funny. My dad thought it was funny. So we were at work yesterday. I got to work a little bit late, and I got there, and he was up at the front counter working on a couple of orders because we've had issues with our Visa machine basically exploding. Like, the first one we had, it died out the day before 4th of July. And the thing virtually fizzled out and completely stopped working. And so we had to use our backup, like, Square reader, which is a super awesome thing. Like, I've never actually used one of those until then, which is a extremely huge upgrade over the old-ass ones that they had in the 80s where you had to bring out the big thing from Home Alone 2 and with the carbon paper or whatever. So this was pretty interesting, but they've had to send us like 3 or 4 separate Visa machines since then. It's been such a huge inconvenience. But besides the point, that's an entirely different thing. That's just from a business standpoint. But the other thing was, we were standing at the front counter, and I glanced, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I looked up at the ceiling. No kidding, I saw a spider that was chilling up on the ceiling that was seriously the size of the palm of my hand. It was huge, and it was gross. Like, it's triggering my anxiety just like recapping the story right now. It was awful. Even my dad was like kind of tripping a little bit, and spiders don't even freak him out. He was like, that is easily the biggest spider I have ever seen. I wish I had a picture of it. I totally put it up, but I deleted the picture last night, so I forgot about it. But he's like, all right, so how are we going to kill this thing? I was like, I don't know. It's going to be your job. I've got a phobia of spiders. So that one's all yours. So he's like, all right, well, go grab the broom. You know, we'll deal with it. And so I go grab that thing, and so he's like, all right, get into whatever position you're gonna get in, because I'm gonna knock this thing off the ceiling, and you're gonna have to step on it. I was like, all right, I'm fine with that. And so he grabs the broom. He grabs the broom, and he gets all set for it, and he goes up and he goes to knock it off the ceiling, but he was way ahead of it, and so he was like a good 6 or 7 inches in front of it, and so he decided to just push the broom as fast and as hard as he could towards it. And instead of knocking the thing off of the ceiling where I could kill it, he pushed so hard that he lifted the ceiling panel up and just shoved the thing up into the attic. And then the thing just plopped back down and just went. It was so funny. He just looked at me like, that was not what I planned at all. It was funny. It's like we totally dissed that damn spider. It was funny. So that was my little mini story. So now I can just imagine it sitting up there. If it didn't get crushed, it's just like sitting up there eating more bugs and stuff, and it's just gonna like come crawling out of the ceiling being like 5 times the size, which is totally not even feasible at all. But it was interesting. So that's my story regarding that. Ooh, got a lot darker in here now all of a sudden. I like how the tone kind of shifted in here. I mean, it's using like the same dungeon music that they've used in like all of the cave ones, but this is I don't know, this has a much more, you know, kind of like a, I don't really know what word to use for it, but I don't know, it's got more of like a kind of a fear-inducing feel to it, you know? It's so much darker and so much more just dire, I guess? I don't know. I don't really know what word to use to describe that with. We got a Ferrous Stone. I don't really know what I would combine that with, if anything. 5 strength to armor. I could put it on this, I guess. Oh, that wouldn't be an upgrade at all, actually. Never mind. I totally forgot that I had some orange caliber armor, so won't deal with that. Ooh, that's a fire ruby. I can't use that right now either, though. Well, actually, do we have this Twilight, Fire Crescent Man? We already have a fire weapon, so and Death Woe. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We don't need to do anything with that right now. If it was a lightning gem, I might change my mind a little bit, but there's still not a weapon that I could really put that on, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all conjecture at this point. So the funny thing is, we have just a metric ton of gold, and we're not really going to ever have a situation where we really even need to use very much of it. Like, we have, what? We have 18,000, almost 19,000 gold, and I can tell you pretty confidently that there will really never be a point throughout the rest of this playthrough where I'm ever going to have to spend any significant amount of gold ever. Better question is, where did that guy just come from? He just, like, appeared out of her stomach. That was weird. I gave birth to an adult. A fully grown man wearing plate armor with a sword and shield. He sliced me to death. Oh, so she can actually spawn enemies. That's just actually what her deal is. I thought it was just a glitch. Okay, that's interesting. So that's really the only kind of gauntlet-esque component of this game, is that somebody actually can work as a generator, believe it or not. Okay. Let's roll here. This is a much bigger dungeon than I remember. Good gravy. This thing is very labyrinthine. I know there's a boss character in here somewhere. I just don't know where he is. I don't know if there's like a 3rd and or 4th floor with this either. 3rd floor? It's scary up there. That item's too heavy. Okay, let's drop something we don't need, like this ruined brass scutum. Let's see if this is even worth taking a look at. Warped Iron Woodsman's Axe of Static, 6881. That's not really that good. I do like the idea that it's a lightning weapon, but that's probably really about where the mill stops. I do like that they pepper a lot of, oh, okay, never mind. I saw something from MLB, my MLB app, and I thought it said Manny Machado got traded to the Yankees. That would have been awful. He's a good player. I don't think the Yankees need any more help than what they have already. That would make that team way more unlikable than it already is. Oh, there's the boss. Found it. There's like half of this floor that I didn't explore, but I mean, I'm kind of at a point where I can't really hold any more items anyways, and I don't need the gold, so I don't think I'm really hurting for it at this moment. Oh, don't even think you're gonna pump out another person at me. Okay, so there's a Kalestra. Wherever you be. You got anything to say to me, woman? Nope, you don't. You're just gonna try to kill me instead. But I will have the last laugh, because your little magic balls don't do anything. So I'm gonna come running in here. I'm gonna give you the old quick hands. Take the come on. Take the quick hands. How about you take them again? If I can actually hit you. I've got horrible accuracy right now. She's like, that's not fair. How do you get health potions and I don't? Okay, she's dead. She gets to go melt into the floor here in a second. And we got the Aegis of Purity. Ruined polished mail boots. I'm going to take those. Okay, so quest log. I must take the Aegis of Purity to Overseer Lysetta for further study. Like the wreath, its power is significant. What use it holds towards our defense against the coming evil must be determined as quickly as possible. So, let's recall to Avon really quick. And we'll see, better yet, what quest reward we get from it. Let's go dump off all of our stuff, because I don't even think we'd even be able to hold it if she gave it to us anyways. So, let's do this. Let's sell this. Let's sell the Woodsman Axe. And, oh yeah, Twilight. That is a cool weapon, but we're gonna come to a point where that's not gonna be a viable thing for us to have. 25 armor. Okay, that actually is fine. I'm okay with that. If I can get a Virtue Stone, though, that would make these pretty legit. But we'll see. Who knows, though, I might actually end up getting another piece of, like, orange armor that would be boots that would be way better than these. So I might have to kind of hold off on that for a minute. Let's sell the Diamond Hoop and the Earthen Stud. I'm going to hold on to that Colt Sapphire, because I do like those. And let's check the wares here. We have 113 to 129 for a bow. This actually has way more top-end damage on it. And I can use it now. But is it worth it? I don't think so. This, oh, that's the good one. Yeah, okay. I kind of want to buy this now and just hold on to it. Because having that 200 and something top-end damage is way worth it. Okay. Silvermail Sleeves of Frost, Greaves of Shade. I don't need either of those yet. Oh, there it is. There's the Virtue Stone. That's 8 strength. That's way better than having just a Ferrous Stone. That's awesome. So let's put that on really quick. Do I? But these are ruined ones though. If I could get like superior quality ones at level 22, that's probably a better idea. So let's wait on that. I'm just happy they had a Ferrous Stone for it, or a Virtue Stone. You never really find those very often at the shop. That's usually more of something that ends up being a drop in the game. The Aegis is in remarkable condition. I should have little trouble restoring its power to the fullest potential. Go now and rest, hero, for there is time before our next actions must be taken. Finally, we get a break. It's a miracle. It's not like, hey, by the way, thanks for giving me this, but I'm going to go send you out on like a 9-month journey again. The Honorable Guardian. I managed to locate the incantation used by the Netherite to infect Kaylee. It was difficult, but I think I was able to successfully adapt a counter curse from the tome. Time is growing desperately thin for our side of the coming conflict. It is imperative that we recover the final tools of the Brotherhood with all haste. I have discovered the location of the third, and I trust only you with its recovery. The prophecies speak of a frozen wasteland somewhere on this earth. I have located the region, but travel there will be quite dangerous. You must find a way into the heavily guarded dream space beneath the Temple of Dreams. Travel through this ethereal realm is the only way that you can reach the tundra in time. Once you have reached the tundra, you must find a place called the Crystal Tower. The prophecy indicates that the sap of regeneration is being safeguarded on the topmost level of the tower. Okay, so that's going to be our next place to go. We get to go back to the Temple of Dreams, which if I wanted to, I could return there right now, and we could actually just go down to the next level, which I think I'll probably end up doing that, because that'll save us a crap load of extra travel that we don't need. But there is a side quest here. I thought I saw this. Something truly remarkable has befallen us, young warrior, and I need your help to claim our find. Through further investigation of the Vroltok people, we have learned that they possess a piece of an ancient artifact my own father searched his entire life for. Legends say that during times now lost to us, the people of Avon had a magnificent weapon in their possession. This legendary weapon saved our people from our strongest enemies for centuries. Somehow, the weapon was lost to us, but not anymore. I believe we have found the weapon in the possession of the Vroltok. Certainly, we cannot let them utilize this power, but more importantly, we must reclaim it for our own defenses. You alone can brave the dangers of the Screeching Halls and recover this weapon. Okay, well, we've already been there before, so that shouldn't be too hard for us to deal with. So, I think we're going to stop right here. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Untold Legends Brotherhood of the Blade, we could either go to the Screeching Halls, or we could go back to the Temple of Dreams, which I think we'll do that one. So if we go somewhere else, then I won't be able to fast track back there. So I think we'll do that one next time. But until then, my friends, this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.